Archibald, Hexie, Jordan, and Lyra jumped on the opportunity to take the fight to the beast. And Raelith, with his blade, was able to do significant damage as his weaponry is focused on force damage itself. In the end, eventually, Demogorgon fell, and with him, many of his minions were then taken back to his realm, the Gaping Maw. And Joran, you were above Demogorgon when he got pulled into the realm. And if you can recall, there was like a golden chain that wrapped around Demogorgon. Can you remember this?
The golden chain?
Yeah, there was like a big chain that basically grabbed Demogorgon and
Oh
started
yes, it
pulling
pulled
him
him
back
down.
into
Yes,
the realm.
yes,
Yeah,
yes, I
so
remember that.
it wrapped around him, and it wrapped around his arms, and it wrapped around the tail and the two heads. And then the one head that was actually dead came basically back to life, almost as if the abyssal energy that came from his realm revived this beast in its last moments to realize that it had been entrapped. And you see it getting pulled to a massive tower. Now, to give a bit of context, the Gaping Maw Tower, the realm of Demogorgon, has got a massive tower that's above just a water world, so to speak. And this tower is like 1,000 feet in height. And he got pulled to the top of this tower, and you see this chain wrapping around him and wrapping around the tower as well, almost as if to say that it basically trapped him in his own realm. And in the process of this, if you recall, there was a woman. Can you remember that?
In the
Mr. DM,
background.
Yes.
Mr. DM, point of order.
Mm-hmm.
Demogorgon.
Yes.
Is that this thing's name, or is that a species?
No. That's the name.
So it's actually its name. It's like a god or something.
Yes. So Demogorgon is one of the 8 demon lords.
Right.
And he is called the Prince of Demons, though there's actually no title to it. It's just something that was given to him. And he's got 2 heads. The 2 heads, I'll get you the name now. It's Ormael and Hathradiah. Now, the one that actually, what I'm just giving you this as to lore, this is not necessarily something that every player sees when they see him, but the 2 heads are in constant conflict with each other, always fighting, always breaking, but it's internal, so no one hears it. So a lot of them think that it's one entity and one creature, but it's actually like 2 creatures that were slapped together. And one is focused on magical prowess, and the other one is focused on more the brawler and go out of your way to make as much chaos physically. So when Demogorgon, when he was slain, or the one head was slain, the other one basically got free reign as to doing whatever he wanted to do. But hopefully that answers your question. Demogorgon is the name of the particular beast, like the creature itself.
I kept on thinking it's a Demogorgon.
No. So it's Demogorgon is his name.
Gotcha.
And he is a fiend, a demon. So that being said, you basically fought him. Chains went on, and then this one female lady, Jordan, because you're the one that struck him dead, you see that the chain that was linked around Demogorgon, you see this chain is in the hands of this woman, and she looks at you, and she gave off like a maniacal cackle when this occurred. I don't know if you recall this. But in short, as you see this portal closing off, you notice that Demogorgon is purged from this realm. And after this fight of struggle, the five of you, make your way back to the hammer, and the hammer is the ship that the dwarves are commandeering. And you notice that with the dragons, the moment that you land back on the ship, this hammer, your dragons, which from what you can see feed off of almost abyssal energy, they stop functioning as these greater beasts, and they basically shrink back into their pseudo form. But being small, being tired, the dragons, when you get to the ship itself, they curl up into almost like a egg-like formation, and you notice that they almost crystallize almost into like an egg shell. And it's now in this moment that they are recharging, if I can say it, after using their powers to help you with the demon lord itself. After 5 days, they go back to their small shape again, and they would then be ready to be used again should you come across any other abyssal type creature where you can activate their bigger size once again. Any questions before we start?
No.
All right. Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Does he have like, any loot on on him?
What, Demogorgon?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't have loot, but he's got a whole lot of experience. But at this moment in time, no, he didn't have anything that was considered of massive value. But what I would say, who is the most observant out of you guys?
Not me, apparently, for a rogue.
Yeah, let me see. Natural perception, that's a 16. Does anyone beat a 16? Oh, Archibald beats her. It's an 18. Okay, so Archibald, all right, what you notice is that everyone gets to the ships and so on, but you have come across these bluish weird clouds during your adventures. And you see that there are certain characters that do not like going near us. One of them being a Nera. And you notice that it causes a similar effect to her spontaneous and unpredictable magic. And this
it's like a cloud of wild magic or something.
Yes, that's it. And this is known as Phasres. I'll give you the proper name. But what you'd realize is that when Demogorgon died, like when he was pulled out of this realm, there were spots that you could see in the distance of this Phasres. And you notice that the Phasres, when he was pulled into the realm below, it dissipated. And you notice the clouds are no longer around. So with that being said, you guys are now on the ship of the hammer. You've just gotten back, and what I'll do is I'll bring up the map for you guys so that you can see where you guys are. Do you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Right, let me just see.
That's pretty cool.
That's.
I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. Everybody
Okay.
look at me because I'm sitting on a boat.
Okay, so now that you guys are on the ship, I'll start the music as well. Right, and you guys are pushing towards Gracklstook. All right. What are you guys doing? Up to you.
Can I go below deck, please?
Yeah, no, you can go below deck, not a problem.
I wanna look
I'd like-
around.
Yeah, sure. All right, so Exy, you go below deck. You notice. So what I'll do is I'll just quickly give a little bit of a. Oh, let me just take that off for you
A
guys.
photo of
Second.
below deck, maybe.
No, unfortunately not. My bad. But to give a bit of context, you notice that the ship is pretty well stocked with regards to crates of food. You notice that there's these sails. After the ruins have energized them, you notice that they turn a bluish color, and you notice that they move accordingly to the Dark Lake winds. You notice that the dwarfs, they immediately fulfill particular roles. One that's running up and down to make sure that there is ropes being secured, that the objects are in order. You see two goblins that are kind of like in the center of the ship. They're kind of semi-arguing with each other, but not really. You notice that Aldeth has gone towards the commander itself, and you're basically moving your way around the ship, but it's a very sleek design. You notice that it's got the wood is carved with a lot of dwarven engravings. You notice that the ship itself is of quite sturdy metals and wood as well. And you notice that there's this massive ballista that's fitted on the front of the ship. And with this, an anchor and a couple of areas that you can also walk around just to try and make the day move on a little bit easier. The below deck is one level, and you notice that on this level itself, there's rooms for basically boarding. There's a kitchen area with another dwarf that's constantly humming a very irritating tune, but when asked to stop, he ignores you because, quite frankly, he's the one that provides food. And you notice that there's one door that's right at the back of the ship, and it has a lock and key system in it. You notice that it is locked when you get closer to it. Apart from that, the rest of the motley crew is actually with you. You got Nera, you got Prince Derendal with Twitch, Jonalith, and Pocket. Stool, on the other hand, Joran, due to the motley crew also leveling up, Stool has now gotten to the height where you can't hide him anymore. He's about double the size of Hexy, and it's this little myconoid mushroom that's walking around on deck as well. So I'm just pointing him out for you.
Okay, see.
And you can see that he's starting to grow in his mannerisms. He's got like two little appendages for arms, he's got two little appendages for legs, and he's got a little part where a mouth has now started to form. And now, instead of necessarily speaking only telepathically, he starts making a little bubbly noise, like when he's walking around entertaining himself to his new abilities that he has. So Hexy, you've gone below deck. What are you doing below deck?
So this locked door obviously catches my attention.
Of course it does.
Of course it does, that's why you said it.
They saved our lives and you want to rob them.
So I basically just want to check the areas. Roll dice to see if there's any people close by who might notice me, causing gawk there. But I want to go up to the door and then check the hole to see if I can fit through the hole where the key fits into.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Could
Sure.
I go and join her for this?
You guys can choose however you want to go. So let's do it like this. So Hexy's gone below deck because she's a greedy bitch. Okay, all right. Archibald, what are you doing? You want to go
Can I
with?
join her?
Yeah, you're more than welcome to. So I would say you are
But you're
within
gonna
the
give me
area.
away, you're big.
I'm not. No, I also want something.
Okay, so Jordan, what are you doing?
Can I go to our... Actually, no.
You guys can talk to any NPCs or characters that you want to. It's up to you.
I wanna go to the head of the guys operating the ship. Just ask them.
Yeah, I also wanted to ask now, who's the captain?
I wanna go.
Okay,
Who's the man in charge of this boat? Who's the guy that's shouting out the most instructions? I wanna talk to him.
Okay, so you note. Okay, all right. Not
I'll
that
follow
it's
him.
difficult to see. You're on the ship itself, and you notice that there's one particular character that's by the wheel. And you notice that he's barking the orders the most. Aldith is actually with him as well. And in between his shots, the two of them are talking.
Approach them.
But you're more than welcome to approach them. They're towards the back of the ship. And I'll put you there. Lyra, where are you going? What did you want to do?
Give me a second. I was
Okay.
thinking and then my thought disappeared.
Raylith, what did you want to do?
I'm following Joran with the captain.
Okay, so you go towards the top as well. I'm just going to put you there. And then the two summonings, I'm going to just leave here just in case, because technically you still have them summoned out. But they are doing their own thing. Okay, all right. Then Lyra, do you still need
Can
a
I
moment?
go talk to? Can I
Okay.
go talk to Grave?
To Grave, yeah. Grave is
Yeah,
at the front
he
of the
seems-
ship.
He seems like an interesting character. I want to get to know him.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'll do that. I'll put you there.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So like that.
Okay, all right.
What other chicks
so-
are there?
Oh,
The love boat.
Cameron, are
Called
you ready
the
to
love
play this
boat
game with
for a
us?
reason.
yes, it's Brew.
You can act
There we
it out.
go.
You can't break character.
No, clearly.
You have to keep eye
Clearly.
contact, please.
Clearly. Okay, all right, Hexy, you're doing first. Okay, all right. So you and Archibald, do you both agree to go together, or are you now separately going down below deck?
So I notice Archibald is like slightly tailing my ass, and then I turn around and tell him to fuck off because he's gonna give us away. Can you
Okay.
not like watch a guard or
You could just
or
talk to
stand,
me.
Stand guard.
But just
I'm
talk to
talking
him.
you. I'm looking. Fuck! I'm turning my chair in my house as well, and I'm talking to you, bitch.
Okay.
I'm just gonna mute the mic, and you're gonna hear shouting on the other end.
Okay. Cool.
Just okay. Tell you what, Nate. Okay, do this to me. Do this for me, Nate. Obviously, I'm assuming we're now standing kind of like halfway towards the door, right? Because if we stand too close, it's gonna be fucking obvious as hell. Because we've got this bunny and then me bickering in front of the door that's locked. So,
Seems like normal to me.
so can you not? Okay, this is me chatting to him now, eh? To Bunny Summer. Can you not fucking go check, because obviously this is an important room. So if there's somebody on the ship, aka the captain, who's probably got keys for this room. See if you cannot find any on his body. Like just
The-
walk casually past or hop or whatever, and just scan if you can find like a bossy sleutels with a hangiver.
Okay. Sure.
And then in the meantime,
Um,
I'm gonna see if I can actually get through the hole if I'm not too big.
Right. Okay. So, you want me to find keys so we can rob these people that just saved our lives?
See if you can find a key somewhere. Somebody's gotta have a fucking key. En ek gaan
Alright,
nou pak
okay.
as dit gesluit is en daar's actually net rations daar binne vir die fucking kos.
Okay.
Well,
So,
daar's
let me ask,
1000
we-
plans hierop.
I don't know this.
We're sort of under deck now, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah, you
yeah,
followed me
that's
down
right.
deck.
Is it illuminated?
Yeah, I would say that there's a decent amount of lights and stuff on the ship itself.
A torch or two.
Is there anybody else in the vicinity that that we can even just hear that's close-ish?
Strangely, no. There's no guards in front of this door or anyone that's in the area. You hear the humming of the chef that's like making food and so on, but you don't see anyone near this door.
Fucking
No.
chef.
Okay.
We
Cool.
have a chef?
So then, tell me, Hexy, you are Fae, no?
Yes.
Do you have dark vision?
Yes, I
Yes.
think so.
Well,
yeah,
like
I do,
extreme-
yeah.
Like extreme advanced dark vision?
No, just the 60
I
foot.
don't know where I see this, but I don't
No,
think
it's
so.
just vision, but you gotcha.
Okay, because I could, before I go, just press digitation the lights dim so that if somebody comes around the corner, you're in the shadows. If you can vibe with that.
Well, wait, wat het nou gebeur met my goeders hierso? What? Ja, nou gaat het weer terug. Okay, whatever. So what
Do you
I
want
could
more cover? Is what I'm asking.
What I could do though is that actually hold on.
Let me just quickly do this. I forgot to do this.
I'm
man.
gonna just dim
Sorry,
the
it's
lights
gonna go
around.
weird. There we go.
Fuck is B?
I could
These
always
things
create a hallucinatory terrain. So, basically, if we're standing right in front of the door, or like let's say 10 feet from it, anything that you see, like a wall, that's almost like like you take a picture of the area looking forward, and then I just drop that up in the air, and then we are just behind it, busy trying to open the door. But then whoever walks past, you know, it doesn't look like there's something there because it's just the door.
You basically
That's good.
mimic the wall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that idea. We could even like make the door just like a meter or two in front of the actual. Actually, good question. Cameron. Sorry, Dungeon Master. Do we see anything while we're here? Is there a chest or a door or a latch or something that we can go into or open?
On this actual door that's locked.
So is there a locked door in
Yes,
front of
yeah,
us?
Yeah, so when Hexie went down, there's a couple of rooms. So think of like a corridor. So the front of the ship is where the chef and the kitchen is.
Okay.
And then you got rooms that basically lead off to the side. And this isn't a ship that's got cannons. So think where the cannons would normally be. There's like beds and there's double bunks and basically just housing for people that are operating and using the boat. But then right towards the back, this is where you get to this door where the one side is the captain's quarters. And on the other side is this particular door that you're looking at. The captain's quarters looks like the door is just open freely, but this door looks like it's locked. And when you look at it, you see by the lock, there's like 4 runes on that lock.
Can I do an Arcana check on that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so we've got a door, a magical door, that's sealed. Interesting. Fuck. I think I pressed it twice.
No, that's fine. I'll take your first one. Okay, so Hexie, you rolled first. So you notice that there is definitely something magical about this particular lock. When you look, when you put yourself a little bit more eye level with the lock itself, like where a key would normally go in, you notice that you can't see what's on the other side of this lock. And Archibald, being magically inclined, you look at this lock and you know it to be an arcane lock.
Okay.
Arcane lock. Okay.
So I don't think we can pick this, guys. And
Do you have to like?
I think we need to use a spell called Knock to get this open. However, I don't have that tome with me and I can't remember it out of my head.
But it's gonna know you're gonna use it.
Raelith, do you by any chance know how to cast Knock?
Nope. That's what I like about
Okay.
the.
I would like to cast Greater Invisibility on myself,
Okay.
and then proceed to the captain's quarters, please.
Other suggestion, right? Does this
Yeah.
Is there anything adjacent from it? Let's say, for instance, is this door like on the other side of it? Is there like a window maybe that's on the side?
No, it's a pretty wooden, solid door itself. There's like only
Yeah,
one
but-
handle, and then you got this lock with the 4 runes on it.
But like he means like on the outside, is there maybe not like a window that's open?
From the
You
ship.
just-
Yeah.
On the other side of the
like,
ship.
you
You
go
more than
outside underneath.
do you go and check?
I can go check because I can fly.
Yeah, I mean if that's the case, so Hexy, you take a moment to just go and fly around the ship itself, and you do sort of like a 360 scan just to see how it is. So you notice that where the ship is, you see there's a dwarf that has got one glass panel that it can look through, but he's not looking outside. But he's cooking up a storm, and you notice that there's a bit of steam coming out the one part of the window itself as well. You look at the hovels where people can rest, and you notice that there is something that resembles that a little bit of a window, but not really too high, and it's slitted so that it faces downwards so water can't get in. And you notice that the captain's quarters has got a window, but you see no window for where you would think this vault might be.
Okay, so
How
the thing
big
is
is that
completely
slit through the
sealed
hole?
off. Okay.
Sorry, say again?
What's the size of that slit for the vault?
The size of the slit for the so the water doesn't come through.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's minor. That's like, I mean, maybe like 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters. Like Hexy would have to like actually in her size, she would almost have to crawl to just be able to get through there. But that's for the housing, basically the rooms where everyone would basically sleep.
Okay.
So it's not for that vault or the captain's quarters. Captain's quarters.
Okay,
You've got a
can I
bit of a window,
fly?
but nothing major.
Can I fly through that open window, please, in the captain's quarters?
Yeah. You can go into the captain's quarters. You notice that there's a table. It looks like some navigational equipment. You notice that there's a couple of books. There's clothes. There's a couple of things that look a bit heavy, almost like heavy armor. You notice like a shield. Yeah, you notice that there's this sort of like a plate mail. You also notice that there is a couple of potions, like healing potions, but they're kind of placed on the bed, almost like in a frantic hurry. You notice that there's like slime that's on the chairs and on the one part of the table. Slime, yeah. It looks like gooey. It looks like gooey stuff. That's looks like it's ready to drip, but it just hangs there. And you realize that this is the same sort of mucus that the Koatoa had on their skin. So it's like kind of like where they were here, and they basically removed everyone from the ship forcefully when they were at Blupladop. Judging from what you can gather through smell and eye, just by looking sight-wise, the people that are on the top of the deck, they haven't had really a chance to come down except for the chef. So it's quite new.
Are there any drawers or cabinets that I can maybe open up? Do I see any?
Yeah, you can roll a perception check to see there.
Okay.
All right, and you see cupboards, you see drawers. You open it. There's a couple of papers here and there. One half rotten piece of fungi that maybe the captain had eaten at one stage. But as it seems, nothing really that jumps out of interest, like a piece of gold or a magical item or a key or something like that. No.
Okay.
You don't have that, no.
Okay, thank you.
But with that, let's quickly go over to Jordan and Raylith. All right, so Jordan and Raylith, you guys head towards the top. You notice that Aldith is there, and he's talking to this this particular captain, or in this case, not the original captain of the ship. And you notice that he is barking orders. He says, "Full canvas, make sure that you tie that rope good. That needs to be in place." And he's pointing to a couple of guys, and Aldith is like, what happened to the captain? And this particular character, Warlord Shelton, which was on board with the captain, noted that he had fallen when the attempt from the Koatoa was made to remove them forcefully from the ship. Raylith and Jordan, what would you guys like to say?
Jordan, you can go first.
I would like to walk up and ask, hey Aldous, who's our friend here?
So Aldith looks at you, Jordan, and he looks at Warlord Shelton. He says, "This is Warlord Shelton. He's part of the Iron Guard. But he is on his way to Gracklestick, which I say is a good destination to get to. But we do not necessarily have all the time and the resources to get there, and we'll have to make a stop or two if need be." And you see Shelton, he's like, "No, we do not stop. Our orders, we get to Gracklestick as soon as possible."
By whose orders, Shelton?
"By the king. He's asked us all to come back." And you see that he's got like this one scroll, and from what you can gather, that Aldith and Shelton don't necessarily see eye to eye.
The scroll.
And
Can
you
I?
s-
Sorry.
Yeah.
Can I take the scroll from him?
Well, he's got it in his hand, so it's like kind of like. So he opens it up, and you can see that when he turns it around, there's dwarven runes on it. And can you read? Can you speak Dwarven?
I can speak Dwarvish, yes.
Okay, cool. So on it, you notice that this is an order from the king and from the Order of the Flame. So I'll give you that perception. And you see Shelton, he's like, "There, you can see for yourself. Order of the Flame, the king, we need to get back to the city."
What is the city's name again, sir? Sorry, I missed it.
Gracklestick.
Gracklestick. How do you spell that?
GR
Yes.
A
Yeah.
CH
Yeah.
CK, sorry.
Okay, yeah.
LSTUGH.
Okay, thank you.
So Gracklestick.
Just
How-
imagine Jordan's name.
A bit of a
Yeah, he's writing it down. It's like, hello.
I don't know, fuck
Taking
this
notes. So how far travel is this?
So that depends on what you guys roll for terrain, but I would say that you guys, because of what you rolled the last time, you got 5 free days basically. So from Blupladop to Gracklestick normally takes about 28 days on a rowboat. But this isn't a rowboat. This is a ship that's made from magical means. So depending on what events occur, you can get there easily in like 10 days or 12 or maybe 8, depending on what you roll. But you notice Shelton, he's confident that his team of Dwagar can keep this boat going forward and get to Gracklestick as soon as possible.
Okay, and just maybe, I don't know, for context for myself, is Gracklestick still in the Underdark? I'm assuming must be.
Yes. So Gracklestick is the fortress city of the Dwarven nation.
Okay.
So just to give you an idea, let me see if I can get you here something. Give me a second.
Because I've got another question for the Shelton guy.
Right, let me quickly see here. So okay, so Just to give you some context, let me see if I can find something for you. Just give me a second, guys. But the dwarven city of Gracklestuk is extremely big. It is. Let me see here. Give me a second. Okay, here we go. All right, so known as the known as the city of Blades and the underdog Magma. Gracklestuk, when he describes it, it's this heated city of smoke and heat and cleaning and manufacturing of goods, and the city goes from sort of like a large cavern mountainous top, and it goes lower down, and then it actually comes down to like a port, and it's got a sort of like divides depending on whether or not you are a higher caste or lower caste from the dwarven hierarchy. And let me see if I can find it for you quickly. Yeah, here we go. Cool. Let me grab this so that you guys can see it. And then it will give you a little bit of how it looks. So here we go. Quickly, here's a building. So here you go. I'm just going to share it quickly with you guys. So you can see that it's pipes, furnaces, it's got manufacturing, it's got mining. There's constant improvements that are being made on particular items. This I can also share for you guys as well. And the city basically is constantly growing and improving as it gets, older and older and older. So this one over here, I'll give you a idea. So it gives you the description, the Shelton, as to how this dwarven city looks. And when you guys eventually get there, then I will give you a little bit more context. But it is basically the equivalent to Mensa Baranzaran, but on a dwarven level.
Okay. The big, huge.
It's big. It's massive. You're looking at. Let me just quickly see. I'll get you the number. But this houses several thousands of dwarves and various other races as well. You've got gnomes, you've got Dero, you've got even Drow and other races you'll find as well in there. So the city of Blades, known for its best armor and weapons amongst the Underdark races. Those who do business here refer to Gracklestuk as normally the city of Blades. But it's known to be mercilessly huge and busy, and like I said, you'll eventually get there. But Shelton, you can see that there's sort of like an urgency in his voice, and he plans to take the ship there as soon as possible.
Yes, and if I can say to Shelton, look, thank you for assisting us getting out. We've been on the run for days. I can't even remember how long.
He stops you halfway. It's like, who are you?
Oh, fuck. Okay, you that one. Okay. Look, I don't think who I am matters really right now.
Why not? Search them, and you see like one of the
whoa,
dwarves. One of the dwarves starts coming over. And another dwarf comes across as well, and they pull something out. And the one Dwagar actually looks at Shelton and says, "Yeah, all right, we'll check them now." And he pushes this device, and you see it's like a crystal, but the crystal, it's like he's holding it. It's like a thing that would normally be put around your neck itself, but he holds it, and you see this crystal starting to glow a bluish color, and all of a sudden it starts pointing in a particular direction. Now let's see who's got this thing. Let's see. Oh yeah, Joran, you have it. So it starts pointing towards you, and it's like Search him. See what he's got. We will not have any dangers on our ship. And
I
Aldith
say
kind of
touch
doesn't know
me.
what's going on, but he
What
looks
the fuck does he have?
and he looks at you in a nice way, saying, "Don't worry, it's just a routine check. Just go with it. As long as I can just see that you're not something to be there's no risk to you at all. Don't worry." So the Dwagar come to you, and they are searching basically your pack and your items and stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna roll a perception check on them. Wisdom checks. You
I think
more
I
than
know what it
welcome
is, what they
to.
I want a
let's
sleight of
see.
hand hide
Oh,
this
that's
thing.
a nat 20.
Oh god, how the
That's
fuck
the
am I gonna
one,
beat that?
and that one's an 8. Okay, all right.
Jordan.
So
Wait, whoa. Can I make him re-roll that because of my luck? I can make him re-roll that nat 20 because of my luck, can't I?
yeah, you can. I don't have a problem
Okay.
with that.
Before that, if you think about it, right? These
Yeah.
guys didn't do anything, right? Made with the fight. We just literally killed a demon lord.
I did.
Yeah.
So I would actually roll for intimidation. Say, listen, if you guys actually want to fucking start something now, man. let's
Apparently it was too
fucking
quick.
start something,
They just started searching me, so I was like, what the fuck, man?
No,
But I think I know what they're looking for, so I want to hide it even further.
Okay, so what do you think that they are looking for?
For the I think it, for me, I think it is the what is it? What is those fucking people we're fighting? The drow. Something about the drow must be, or the flask, either or. I might be wrong.
Okay. So which one are you gonna try and make the attempt
Oh,
to?
dude, I don't even know really what they want. It could be wrong completely.
Remember, you guys have got a lot of stuff that is still unidentified. So bear that in mind.
That is true.
Is in your inventory?
Okay, never mind.
you
I
guys
do
must check
nothing.
your inventories. I'm not gonna do it for
fuck
you.
that, bro. You remember we've got that flask that if you open it up, there's a demon inside that's like a way too higher
Possibly.
level for us to handle.
You think it's that?
If they find that, they're gonna be pissed. They're gonna say we're thrown
bro,
overboard.
I can. I don't think so.
Tell them they must piss off.
I want to tell them to piss off. They must go fuck with themselves.
Just unleash it.
Oh, don't fucking touch me. Don't touch me in my studio.
Okay, can we roll intimidation against them?
I don't know what.
Yeah,
I
actually,
just, they shouldn't be able. I want to do something that before they could even touch me.
I'm so invisible. Do we kind of like hear their distress?
No, you down below the
No,
deck. You're
we-
looking at a
we-
fucking door.
It's still calm. It's still calm. It's still calm. They're just starting to touching
chill,
me.
But you and Archibald are looking at a door.
Can I shadow step away? Is there a shadow I can step away from this, and not be searched? And just try and
I would say that it's a bit difficult considering that most of the areas are pretty well lit on the ship itself. But I mean, it's not to say that it's impossible to check it, but you can see that this particular character that's looking at it, you Raylith know the spell because you've seen Archibald. I think Archibald's got it. Let me just quickly see here.
what spell?
Oh no, he doesn't. Okay, never mind. Raylith, roll me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Let's see if you might maybe give clarity here. Okay, with a 17, 20 total, you notice that this Dwagar that pulled out this necklace that's helping them find stuff, you notice that it is a detect magic amulet itself, and it's basically pointing towards Joran because there's something magically on him that they regard as a threat. So with Joran, what do you want to do in that sense? Up to you.
Karate.
Okay, well, no, wait, no. Can I figure out what item they want to take? Can I deduce what item they're trying to take from me?
I would.
Or
You
is
know.
it-
Okay. In order to know that, I would say that you got to choose two ways. Either they get to open your bag or not.
Okay.
Okay.
Or let me put it to you this way: you start handing them stuff from your bag. and see whether or not they react to something in a way or not.
Start with the food pouch.
No, I think I am going to tell them to stop looking at my fucking stuff.
Okay, all right. So you
What is
you
this?
are you gonna roll intimidation check?
Yes, fuck it.
Okay, sure. You can go roll.
Because I actually want to also do, but my charisma is higher, so shouldn't I try to intimidate them if like I'm seeing this is happening to Joran?
Well, it's Joran that wants to retaliate.
I'll back him
so
up.
I don't
it's a
want to get
15.
searched, man.
Why do you always want to fight?
I don't want to fight. I don't want to get searched.
Why can't they just rest?
Do you wanna get touched inappropriately? Dwarf
Yes.
Dwega?
Yes.
Yes!
Okay,
Oh
then
my god.
they go search you. Don't fucking touch my shit. Imagine they take that flask and open it up. What then?
Then we fight the demon.
Okay.
have a
So
long
let me
rest.
No
check
ways.
there.
Tell him fuck off.
Okay, that's a 7.
Oh god.
Ooh.
A 17. Okay, so the one, he looks up and he kind of like looks at Shelton. And then the other one is like, no, we need to check, make sure. And he kind of like, he looks at the bag and he opens it up. And he's particularly looking for something. And as this happens, you notice that it's like he's not trying to take something out of your bag. He's trying to just pinpoint it in the bag. And you notice that it's starting to lean towards where you had placed this one jar. This actual vessel itself. What do you do with that?
What is that thing?
He's just looking.
Yes, he's just looking. The gem is the crystal that detects magic is like aiming towards this particular flask. He hasn't seen it yet, but it's going in that direction. The only reason why you know is because you pack your own bag. There's a number of scrolls, and there's some potions, and there's like a hat, but you don't see anything here that that could be of risk besides this flask.
I'll just Dwega that's looking at it. I was like, that's more than enough. And I close the bag again, or try and close the bag at least.
So Aldith like looks at him and he goes to Sheldon, "Come on, Aldith. Did you see what they just did? Come on, Sheldon. We'll make a plan. But leave him be." And you see Sheldon, he kind of like looks at this and he looks at Aldith and he says, "You know the rules about outsiders. Until they can relinquish their items, they will not be able to see the king."
I don't fucking
Aldith
care
was-
to see your king. You
So Aldith responds by going, "That's fine. We'll make a plan in the lower docks. But at least keep to our stuff and keep to our own." And you can see that Shelton and Aldith kind of come to a semi-rugged agreement. And he tells the other Dwagon to just kind of move back to where they were positioned. He says he's going to go down to his quarters because he needs to go and plan the route. And he kind of like walks. And I'd say he gets to about when the rest are sorted. Raylith and Joran, what are you doing
well,
to
while
finish off before going to Lyra?
While Sheldon
Okay,
walks away, I throw a middle finger at him, and then I'm done, and I'll fucking walk away pissed.
Okay, right.
Because basically I deactivate the fucking lightning bolt that was gonna go flying through his fucking head. And I telepathically warn Axie and Archibald that he is coming. Because remember, I can still hear everybody's thoughts, so I know what they're also up to. So I just warn them that the captain's on the way back to his quarters.
Fair enough. Lyra, what are you doing?
Lara's been cruising on the ship deck.
I see this.
I'm just walking around.
Who did you
Nothing
want
in
to talk to? Did you
particular.
want to talk to Graves?
I actually, oh yeah, she wants to go talk to Graves. But I go talk to Anira as well. She's also cool.
I didn't really want to talk to anyone. I'm just walking around checking on everyone. If they're fine. It was a stressful ordeal. And wasn't the kids friends with the one that died? So
That
I'm
would be
just
Graves. So
checking in.
Grave Dunwall was very good
Grave
friends
was,
with Jim Jar.
Oh, was I at the right start? Okay, wait.
Yes.
Can
Let's
I
speak
go
to-
back to Graves?
Yes.
Where did he go?
He's here.
Where did you go, my love?
Oh, you got a fight night break, boys.
Alright, so you
I don't want to take. I'm not gonna take as long as the rest. I just want to find out if he's coping okay.
okay? So all right, sure. You walk up to Grave that is sort of like on the front of the ship, and you notice that he is kind of like looking out towards the dark lake itself. And by the time you get to him, you can hear roll me a perception check. Like, but you hear him like speaking like in an. Okay, 15 will do. So you hear him speaking very softly, sort of like under breath, but then you hear him referring to, yeah, Jimjar, you idiot. You should never have done that. You should have just kept your hands clean and you would have been fine. You would have made it home. And you can kind of see that there's a little bit of a disappointment. After all, his friend did die, but you know, unfortunately, that's just the Underdark. It is a cruel and unrelenting area and place in the world of Faerun. But after a moment or two, he notices that you are walking closer to him, and he kind of like steels himself up. You can see that he kind of like just bolsters his demeanor, and he looks towards you. And good evening or day. I'm not really sure anymore. It's so dark in the Underdark that yes, how can I help you? And you can see he's like caught between words. He doesn't really know what to say.
Are you okay, my friend? Do you need a hug?
I have not needed a hug for a while. Last person to give me a hug was a person that I felt is very dear, but she died many years ago.
Oh yeah, no. Dude, I don't
It's
know
my mother. It's my
network.
mother. I'm sorry. It's my mother. She died many years ago, and you can see he's like very socially awkward. But he's got what look like 2 little dice, and he's just holding it in his hand the whole time.
Can I ask him what it is?
Ask him what it is.
These are lucky dice, or loaded dice, actually. This belonged to Jimjar at one point, but he gave it to me. He said that he had no use for them anymore, which is kind of strange. He always used to like gambling and taking bets, but I'm going to miss the little shit, I will. But okay. Care to look at it? And like holds the dice out towards you.
Yes, please. May I?
Yes, of course, that's right. Yeah. He like gives it over to you. Won't be long before we're in Gravelstock. And I promise you that's where things are just gonna get more complicated.
Why? Are we gonna die?
I wouldn't say that we would die, but the Dwagar are not really known for being caring sort. And as you might have noticed, our band of merry motley crew and a lot of you lot, we kind of vary in various details of race, species, beliefs. But the good news is that we all managed to get away from Slipladop. And you, of course, with your companions, you did something that I've never seen anyone do before, and that is defeat the Demon Lord. Something to
Pretty impressive.
something to hold to your name, yes. Won't be long before people will start hearing about you and referring to you as the Demon Lord Slayers or something in that weird way. But what is it that you need? Is it something that you need help with?
No. I don't need anything. I'm just checking on you.
How's your dragon, by the way? I noticed that the rest of you were fighting the Demon Lord and it hit back. So some of you were injured. I mean, are they fine? Are you fine?
I'm better now.
Well, that's good. That's a start at least. That's definitely good. I've been trained to look and know wounds. I would have gladly checked if I needed to, but if you say you are fine, I'm glad that you are.
I'm stepping on toes. I'm walking away. Thank you and bye. Ek sien gaan my net op my slaapplek maak.
Whose toes?
What? No, I'm not doing anything.
Hello.
I would
Excuse me.
not say names.
I need my dice back.
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
Of course.
I mean, I've seen you. You're quite quick with the fists and the kicking. But yeah, those dice are quite important to me. It'd be nice if you don't leave without them.
Apologies.
So starstruck. Walk away with someone's dice.
I'm flattered.
Right, well, have a good evening, or day, or morning. God, I'm bad at this. Walk away. All right, so there, Mr. Graves. He does his thing.
Ek dink die man is net dalk bietjie verlore hierso hoor as ek dit so sê.
Okay, so with that being said, you guys do your thing. Let me quickly see, Jordan. Besides the whole debacle now with the captain or so, you notice that Anira's standing on the one part of the ship. She's looking out between the sails. You notice that there's two of these goblins. One is like shouting, "Yeah, we'll do that. No, we can't do that." And you're the one bigger one. So there's two of them. One's bulky. He's massive. He's huge. He's about the size of Prince Derendal, but he's got one hell of a nose. And judging by his characteristics, he might, maybe, if he's lucky, have an intelligence score of 3. And you notice that he's constantly repeating what the one other goblin is saying, and like, oh, what about if we do like this? And the smaller one, which is one that catches him by his knees. I mean, he barely even gets to the waist. He's this one with very sharp features, got hardly any nose, got a massive like jaw and ears sticking out, but he is sort of like the brains of the operation, and he speaks in a very condescending way, but also trying to care for his brother Spiderbait. And this one is called Yukuk, tiny as he is, talking about the ruins. Spiderbait, aren't those the same ruins from our mage that enslaved us? And Yukuk is, they are the same ruins. We stole them. We gave it to the dwarves to put it on a ship, you idiot. And you kind of like hear they're constantly bantering and fighting with each other. And Spiderbait said, oh, I didn't mean to say that. You don't have to be rude to me. I'm going to tell Mother. Mother's dead. And you can hear the two of them constantly clashing with words. And Spiderbait's like, Mother's dead? And you yeah, but don't worry, I'm here for you. Oh, I'm happy I got you, brother. It's like, yeah, me too. And you kind of like see them constantly roaming around each other with regards to the banters itself. With that, you notice the captain, the warlord is now acting captain, and he's going towards the bottom. Hexy and Archibald, what are you guys doing?
Obviously, like, Rayleigh warned us that this person is coming down, so
Yes.
Can I, like, please explain to me, can we just literally like cast spells and they'll just automatically succeed, or do we roll the dice to see if it succeeds?
It depends what you want to roll.
Well, I'm already invisible because of my earlier great invisibility that I casted
Okay,
on.
right, yes, yeah, sure.
Yeah, but Archibald isn't, and he's kind of still standing like awkwardly by the door.
No, I'd like to fuck off.
Well, I mean, where are you gonna go without looking very suspicious?
Why would he look suspicious?
So,
To
No,
the
I'm just
kitchen.
walking out.
what, just let me.
To the beds.
Okay, yes, sorry, I'm listening.
I'm right next to him, so I can just my great invisibility. I can also cast it on creatures that I touch. So
Yes.
I just cast it and I just touch him, so that he also goes
Ah,
invisible, and then you can
whoa,
kind of
whoa,
just
whoa,
walk
whoa,
around
whoa,
the
whoa,
captain.
Pump
Yeah, but-
your brakes. You're concentrating on that spell. If you cast it on me, you're gonna break your own concentration.
Oh right, fuck.
I politely point out.
Yeah, also, bear in mind, let's keep it to the concentration, but you've also only got 1 fourth spell slot. So if you put on yourself, you technically can't cast it again.
Let me see what level is this.
So I've ticked it now.
Can I go and talk to Melissa?
But also bear in mind that because it's if I could say a vault that isn't got a particular key and that it's made through a magical means, there isn't this need to have security as intense as you would think. So for Archibald to be there in that area, it's maybe merely just going to a room to make his own, to settle in. So it's not like they will see you and spot you and go, ha, trying to steal. Let me put it that way.
Fine. Then he must just walk away. And then I also just I leave, but then I just make sure that I don't touch the commander.
Okay, all right. So there we go. You see the warlord as he's coming down the stairs. Archibald, you say you're going up to go and talk to Melissa.
Melissa or Pocket, whoever's closest.
Okay, so Melissa is right here next to Lyra, so she would be the first one to see.
Alright.
But you can, I would say that you see the warlord, and you see the warlord like looking down at you as you are walking up. Do you say anything?
What are you looking at?
A lesser creature, and he kind of like just carries on walking down.
Jesus, that's an
Yes,
asshole.
This fucking shithead. Okay, whatever. Can I like mentally tell my teammates like this captain is a motherfucker? I do not like him.
Even me, don't
wanna-
worry.
I want to do something against him. If
Right,
you guys
just
want to
hold-
conspire.
You can think about it.
Anyways,
Hexy, okay, so just as a point of interest, so Hexy, you see him coming down to the area where you guys where you are more or less, but he can't see you, right? And you notice that he comes to his door, and you immediately see him looking left and right to see if there's anyone around, but he can't see you. And all of a sudden you see him turn invisible.
Okay.
But as he turns invisible, you notice that there's, even though invisibility makes it that you can't be seen, you can hear his footsteps still going into his room.
Okay, can I follow him?
Yeah, you can follow him. You see like it sort of like the steps
not
as
him, but the footsteps. I follow the
yeah,
sound.
yeah.
of the
You follow the footsteps and you see him heading towards his bed, and you can hear it almost as if something that just landed on the bed and made itself comfortable.
I find this odd. I already go invisible. Alright, okay. I'll leave, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. While you're floating.
Well, yeah, I'm floating. I float away.
Yeah, but it's strange. If he's gonna fall asleep, then invisibility will be cancelled.
No, but I want to say something, but I don't know if I might say something that is.
No, sure, go for it, dude.
Can I say anything?
You can say.
Are all
Vega-
magically linked.
But no, Dwagar can go invisible by nature.
Yeah, it's an innate ability. Yeah.
Yeah, that and enlarge.
Yes.
They can
that's
go
right.
by nature, they can go inverse, so that's a normal thing for them. That just happened technically. Them going inverse.
But why would he look left and right before he goes invis?
To see if
No,
anyone's
Because
watching.
he's watching him. Of course, you will want to see, because why would you go invis if you know someone is watching you? But it's a natural thing for them to go invis.
Hexy, you are. So where are you now? Did you leave the captain's quarters?
Say I'm probably like outside the door.
Okay.
Because
So
I'm very puzzled.
you flutter a little bit, but you don't make noise, right? And when you come out of the door, you all of a sudden see one Dwagar appear right next to the door where this holding is, and he's like, "All right, shift change for me," and you see him walking towards the outside of the ship, and you see another Dwagar coming in, and he goes and he stands right next to the door as well, and he turns almost as if now to face away from the door, standing guard. It's like, all right, let my watch start, and he turns invisible, and you see that there is no more Dwagar right by that door as well.
So you talking about the captain quarters door?
No, I'm
Yeah.
talking
You
about the
almost
vault.
broke.
Yeah,
You
so they
almost broke
totally
into
saw
a
us
place
going in
that-
there. They saw everything.
You see, I won't say that they saw you trying to go into the door, but they definitely saw that you guys, the two of you, talking telepathically. They don't know that, but that they saw the two of you at one moment, at one time, right by this door. But there was no evidence to show that you were trying to get in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Go into the Dwagar.
But there's two Dwagar right there.
Whoopsies.
Whoops.
But I flew up to the door
Yeah, yeah.
plainly, and I wasn't invis, and I was looking at the fucking hole.
You did.
Yeah, that's fine. You can do that.
And with
That's
these
not
two people
that's
standing right
not an
next to me.
offense. Sorry?
Well, that was
With
then.
these two guards standing right by
It's
the
not
door.
to say that they're
watching me peep through it.
they might not have any room to make a arrest, but they are suspicious of you. You are suspicious as fuck as a fairy.
Well, it is a fairy.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm innocent in all of this.
But the,
Sure.
but the,
Wait, what's
the
your name?
lesser creature, the rabbit, he went to the top.
So,
Okay.
yeah, okay, all right,
so
okay.
Okay, they're definitely guarding something. I relay this to the people telepathically, and I'm like, shit, sorry, Mesa, I fucked up. I don't
And-
know there were two invisible people standing there, and they most probably saw me peeping, and now they're sussing me.
Oh, don't worry. When the ship's on fire and everything, we don't have to worry about that.
So you, Joran, realize that Stool is constantly trying to follow your footsteps.
Yes.
And he gets to the top here, and the one Dwagar over here.
Error. I'm gonna kill someone
let's
today.
see. This one over here. No. And You notice that this Dwagar over here sees Stool coming up the stairs, and Stool is like, and he looks at the Dwagar, and through spores he makes like a question mark above his head, and the Dwagar is like, "What do you want, you mushroom thing, you?" And you see Stool, he just kind of he brushes it off and he sneezes. And you all of a sudden you see this Dwagar, he's like, oh, and he's standing there, but he's actually like asleep.
Nice.
And you see Stool is like, he's just standing there and he's like looking at you almost as if now what's next?
I give him a high five. I reach down and try and give him a high five. I'm like, well done, Stool.
You are a very cool familiar.
Yeah,
And you notice that Stool, he looks at your hand and he like walks up to it and then he like grabs it and he tries to like nibble a little bit on it and then he slaps it and he does sort of like a semi what looks you see like his appendage sticks out and you see this small little bump just grow a little bit just to resemble something like a thumb and he points it at you and then it goes back down and he just starts running around the ship itself and you notice that he's having a ball of a time. He's never been on a ship before. He doesn't know what it is. This is a completely new, different experience for him.
Fun, Stool.
Protect that creature with your life.
I say that to everyone.
Okay. So, Archibald, you wanted to go and speak to somebody quickly. Let's go. What did you want to say? And then
I wanted to talk to, Melissa and Lara actually.
Yeah.
So, Melissa, these Dwagar, have you seen them do anything odd or noticed anything weird?
Melissa immediately like looks at you, but you can see her eyes are kind of like she's got this sense of a grudge against them, you know, and she's like, they're dwarves. I don't like them in general. I can barely keep up with Aldeth, but I'll make an exception for his case. But as far as the Dwagar are concerned, Mensa Baranzaran and Gracklestuk have been at war with each other for eons. The only reason why they're not attacking me is because I'm with you. And Drow do not mingle themselves with lesser creatures in their mindset. So that means that I am also a lesser creature now in their mind.
Okay. So, the gist of what I'm trying to find out is, do you think there's any chance that there's going to be a bit of a brawl on the ship at one point or another?
Whether there's a brawl here or whether there's a brawl in Gracklestuk, the dwarves like to fight. I like to read books and do magic. The last thing I need is idiots trying to tell me what to do through a fist. And you kind of see that Melissa has got a stronger agitation while being on this particular boat itself. But tolerated because everyone else needs them at the moment. And you kind of get the idea that the ship, it's not about just the ship. It's about the territory, and she actually goes along to explain it to you that the Dark Lake has got about 5 different territories. One partially Drow, the other one that is Dwagar related, one that's to do with the Kowatoa, which you guys have seen, and then you also notice that there's sort of like a Naga Siren division. And she explains it as she tries to draw a little bit of it with magical means in the air to explain the different areas of this Dark Lake itself. But it's a massive span of water, and it basically connects everyone. So it's used and utilized mainly for trade, but there are dangers to the Dark Lake as well, and one must not, must never take it for granted. And all of them meet in sort of like a northern area known as Mantle Dereth. And Mantle Dereth as she explains, is an outpost, a trading outpost, that is only has trade at certain times of the year between the Underdark and the surface world, and it's heavily run by a group known as the Zentarim.
Interim. Interesting.
Well, guys, I think for now we need to try to figure out what the hell they're trying to hide down there.
So she's like, Melissa's like, what do you mean hide?
There was a door down there and it was locked. It had an arcane lock on it. We couldn't pick it with regular tools. We need... Do you know the spell knock by any chance?
Knock? Yes.
Yes.
The Drow need to know this. In the Academy for the Drow,
Oh, fantastic.
it is not just strength of potency of magics, but also means to get in and out of areas without necessarily being seen.
Right. Okay. So here is the short and the long of it. There is a door in the basement. I don't know, below deck, that we want to.
The hull.
In the hull. We would like to. Actually, you know what, gang? Can we all huddle up for a second and discuss this plan?
You can communicate psychically with my connection, so don't worry.
Is everybody listening?
Yeah.
So there's this hull that Haxie has found. I couldn't open it up because I don't have knock. It's not pickable because it's an arcane lock. However, Melissa... Oh, sorry, Melissa, I know I look like I got a blank expression on my face. I'm just talking with my friends who telepathically.
Okay, yeah, I thought you were having a seizure, but it's fine.
I'm not having a stroke. Yeah, just give me a second. I'm talking to the aliens.
Okay, do you need me for anything else, or can I
Yes, please stay. Just hang tight just for a minute. So there is this door. I don't know if there's anything significant in there, but I don't like this captain. I don't trust Dwegar in general. So, actually, you know what? No, that's not true. I like Aldeth, but these Dwegar I don't like. Can we figure out a plan to sneak in there with Melissa and have her cast knock on that door so we can get in and have a look?
And Jordan is immediately like, yes. If you guys need my help, I'll gladly assist.
Does
Yeah.
anybody here maybe have see invisibility?
I don't think so. I've got a
I've got
couple
a
of
bit
potions. I've got a couple of potions here I need to identify, but other than that, I don't think I foresee an invisibility. No.
The thing is, we're still going to be days on the sea, so
Yeah, we're gonna be a couple of
still
days.
got-
We don't want to
we've got
start
quick
everything in the first day, you know.
Yes, that's true. Okay, so if I can make a suggestion.
nuke them.
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
please.
Yeah,
Fucking
okay,
dicks.
Boom, ship destroyed. Now you must swim to Gracklestick.
It's okay, we've got a boat.
Yeah. So, you guys can decide what you want to do. This is your campaign.
Yeah, guys,
Um,
like, how badly
but-
do we want to bust this door in?
Well,
Yeah,
I think it's
depends on how you
Hexy.
want to do that, and then more importantly, I would say a long rest is pretty much
Needed.
paramount, because then you flirt in with exhaustion levels, and then on top of that, you guys have got a lot of items that have still not been identified. So it might be well worth your while to just check those things.
I think we might need to just take a night, chill,
My
sleep.
vote is we can, on like the last day, just before we get to the other place, we can break down the door.
Yeah, but we need to prep for it. Distractions.
Yeah.
Fire,
Yes.
explosions, death, those things.
Okay, Raylan, you just chill. Raylan, I think you've been awake too long. I think you'd take a nap. You hangry at right now or something. I don't know because you just want to kill. What
The thing
happened to
is,
you?
we just killed the demon lord. We saved their asses.
I
And now
know.
they're like, no, we're gonna fucking search you.
The
Motherfucker, I would
disrespect
be-
levels are not
disrespect,
acceptable.
That's why I said fuck you, bruh.
I rate we long rest, and if everything is still quiet-ish when we wake up, let's go have a pika.
I second that, and if I have the chance, I'm gonna fucking go kill that guy.
Wanna
He
kill
needs
the
to
captain?
fuck-
No,
yes.
no. Don't kill him. And okay, hold on. If we kill
Okay,
him,
cripple him
okay.
then.
You started
let's
this?
just
Can we just
He-
get to shore before you kill
He
him,
has to
man?
pay. He has to pay.
Yeah.
He has to pay though.
I know
can't
he's
pay
a
once
I know
we're
he's a dick,
safe.
Harry. I mean, Jordan. But just just listen to me for a second. If we kill him, who is going to navigate this ship? Because odds are his crew are going to be very upset with this. So even if one of them knows how to steer the ship, they might anyways turn on us and like let's kill him for sure, but just like a little bit closer to Cragglestone.
But we just
Oh,
don't
sorry,
just do a proper mutiny, like start instilling like lies and defame this captain, and then just take this over for us.
You know what? I've got an alternative idea. To like, why don't you challenge him? He's a dwargob. He's a dwarf. Okay, you challenge him to one-on-one combat and settle this. If you win, bro, he owes you a sack of money and a kiss, or at least an
Yeah.
apology.
Nah,
Yeah.
you either die standing or asleep. I don't care, but die is gotta
Well,
die. It will
but the
maybe
thing
not
is,
happen tonight, but it will happen.
Just-
Let's
Oh
get
my
first. Let's get
gosh.
information on everything. Get a plan.
But I
sorted
will
out,
give you
and get
guys
some
leniency,
results.
and I'll wait for the opportune moment. I'm no idiot.
Can any of you confidently sail the ship?
Yes, the guy's currently sailing it. Clearly he's.
No, I mean in our party of 4, or actually including our friends like Melissa and Eldon.
Well, if we actually start observing what the crew does and so on, we can actually pretty catch on.
Yeah, if
How
we
to
all
do
take a man, flank him for the day, see what he does, I think we can do it.
Okay, let's get that more or less figured out first, and the direction which we're going and whatnot, and then we commit murder.
Well, Melissa seems to know this place well, so we can just
Melissa,
use her for
can-
guidance.
Can you navigate us to... Sorry, I can't say that town's name. The port.
Cracklestick.
Cracklestick. Ugh.
Cracklestick, yeah.
Yeah. Could you... Theoretically, if our dear beloved captain were to befall an accident of sorts, one that rendered him incapable of steering the ship indefinitely, would you be able to navigate us to Cracklestick?
Yes, I can.
Let me see something here. One second.
I'd like to point out that although I'm doing the talking, this was an idea from the party.
Let me just check here. Give me a second.
This dice being rolled, boys.
He knows how.
It's not a bad roll.
She looks at you. Sorry, I just had to write something down. To get to Cracklestick? Yes, I should be able to. I might just need guidance tools, maps. But I think I can, yes.
Oh, that's very good to hear. Thank you so much for your time. Yeah, see you around. Take it easy. Okay. And
Weirdest
I
action
sort of
ever.
merrily bunny hop away. And I'd like to specifically like talk to Joran and say, Joran, the plan is on. The plan is on, dude.
Good.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll put you here. Okay, alright. So, apart from that, is there anyone else that wants to do anything before long rest?
I just want to cast my butler though.
Yeah, Butler is always there.
Hey,
Because it's a
I want.
cantrip, I'm
Yeah.
kind of like he's just there. It's still a rabbit that's in a
No,
suit and tie.
No, it's changed a bit now because I've gained a little bit more respect for the rabbits. I want to file him like that for my own entertainment anymore.
Okay, so what
Now-
what does it look like now? Does it look like a fairy?
No, it looks like a very small demigorgon with a
Little
hand and a
demigorgon.
suit, with the two heads fighting each other internally, but still doing all the commands I
that's
want.
fine. You see this like thing just pop up and then, like the two heads and you see the one. How can we destroy you? And shut up! How can we help you? You know, it's kind of like between the two arguing the whole time. But yeah, so you see this thing here, and it's like looking at you like,
I want to request, just for
100%.
celebration, I want to request him to go find the finest fucking ale or rum we have on ship or in our inventories, and then just pour it in
Why is
glasses and
the
hand it
rum
out.
always gone?
and pour it into glasses and hand it out to our motley crew and fuck the Dwagos. Fuck all of them, they get nothing. And
And if he
just
maybe
dish out
has
to
a jar of dirt.
and if you can find a jar of dirt for Lyra, then yeah, that's his for because he's only so that's his mission for now. Just give everyone like a drink to celebrate, to say just what the fuck we did just now was great because
okay, so you do this, and most of the crew are actually unsettled for a moment because they just see this invisible glasses going handed it out and to you, to you, to you, to you, and it's kind of like just doing their rounds. But eventually it gets to everyone, and everyone starts to have a little bit of a better evening, kind of like just settle down. But there are one or two of the Dwagar that don't drink because they on lookout duty at all times. What you notice about your surroundings is that the actual Underdark sea itself is actually quite treacherous. Sharp rocks. You notice that there's various fungi that's actually like efflorescent underneath the water itself, and it shines up from underneath at more shallow ends. You notice that there's a lot of waterfalls coming from stalactites, coming and dripping into this particular area itself. And you notice that the sort of like a misty atmosphere on top of the water makes it quite difficult to necessarily spot things very far away. But as the ship carries on its sail, and as the evening of celebration kind of like comes to an end, you guys all eventually make your way to the bottom deck, and people kind of like fall in line as usual. Graves and Prince Derendal decide to share a bunker. You
I'm
notice
just gonna
that
go okay for a minute or two.
yeah, no, that's fine. You notice that Anira and Melissa, for example, they take one dwelling pocket
Fucking
and a
together
sister,
with us.
another with Jonalith. Sorry.
I was just wondering who's gonna bunk between us and our crew.
So what you notice, yes, you laugh, but it's the truth. You notice that Anira is the one that's sticking out. And you notice that Shishar is the one that's sticking out. So everyone else is kind of like got bunk beds there, but the two of them do not have a sleeping area, and there's 5 of you. So someone needs to go with Anira or Shishar.
I'll take a Nira.
That was
right.
way too quick.
Yes, that was cut fast. So
Oh wait,
so-
just hold. I did ask her when we were in prison together. I did come to know her, but how old is she again? She's like 21 or 22, right?
Yeah, she's 23. Yeah.
Okay, let's check in.
So don't worry, she's not underage. Okay.
Cameron, you should have said no. She's 14. Hurry, come in. Get abort the mission.
Okay, so Lyra, okay, who are you boarding up with?
I'll board up with the Shishor dude. Shame, he needs a place to sleep.
And Hexy?
Can me and Raylith please board up?
Okay, so Raylith and you board up. Hexy
Who's left?
and Lyra are the odd ones out.
Is either X and Lyra or X bait the cat out and Lyra in die fucking vis.
Nee, Hexie kom, ons stop weg, ons deel.
Yeah, I'll fucking rather go, Lyra.
Okay, so the two of you guys get a comfortable room.
Anyway, so.
And you see Shishar, he kind of like walks up and down this chamber trying to figure out what's going on. And then he goes into the one room, and you hear the one Dwagar actually like cry out, but like in almost like in a distressed way. Oh God, no! Not the guard tower! Not the guard tower! And you kind of like see him going in there. He's like, oh, sleep peacefully. And you kind of like see him all of a sudden just zones out, and there's a. It's like, I can't handle this noise for the rest of the day. And you kind of see like this guy, he's having problems with just having to deal this room with the Kawatoa. And you see the door close, and you can see the horror on his face while his comrades are like, yeah, he's done for, mate. He's done for. And you can kind of like see them all getting ready for the evening itself. With that being said, you guys have a long rest. But Jordan, I'm gonna play something quickly for you. You are listening to the music, yes?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'll try and explain it afterwards if there is any questions. But the rest of you have a pretty decent evening, sound sleep, and I would say that there's never really a concern. You guys are so exhausted from also fighting this massive demon lord that there's almost no reason to fall asleep. And you fall asleep quite quickly and sound. The only one that has problems necessarily sleeping is Hexy, because she wants to really know what's behind that damn door. And Doran, you eventually start settling down. You guys climb in your beds. And Joran, this is what I organized for you when you go to sleep. As you rest your head, I'll just make it a bit louder. You get a sense that something is off, that it's colder, that it's not the usual warmth. Even the bed doesn't bring that sanctuary of comfort. You notice that in between that world of dreams and being awake, there in the corner of your room stands a figure, a woman. She comes out of the corner towards your bed, and you notice that she's quite beautiful. Long black hair, dark eyes, eyebrows that speak almost of an authority nature. You notice that she has a crown upon her head, one that has all manner of sharp edges and a likeness to it that resembles that almost draconic. She has an elegant armor made from leather and scales combined, and she has a seductive slither in her step.
And who might this handsome young man be? Let me just see. Who and what are you? Joran took out my anchor. It's nothing to be worried about. You have just gotten my attention. To slay a demon lord is no small feat. And on top of that, a dragon. The irony, as you might one day realize. But then again, I had my champion. And there might maybe be room for you, if you so wish it. I am here simply to know you my enemy, or to find out what it is that I can tame. The power that I can give you far more than that mind-flayer tadpole is still borrowed in your head. But then again, a child's little secret. You keep mine, and I will keep yours.
What?
Ooh.
What?
Alright, so you guys are back on the ship. You just had a nice sleep. Okay, Jordan, so you got a visit. You had a visit from somebody, but you don't really know who it is. But it's the same woman that you saw in the portal when Demogorgon fell to his tower.
Portal lady.
So you don't really You didn't have a great rest. I would say you get the benefits of a long rest, but this has plagued you a little bit in the back of your mind. And the revelation that something you might not even have known about yourself is that in fact there is what seems to be almost like a mind flayer tadpole that's within you. It just hasn't caused the Seraphimorphus or Morphus. So with that being said, you find yourself waking up to this, and Nera, she is slept peacefully. She doesn't recall any of this. And you notice that this is a particular character, this woman that you saw. You're not really sure what she might pose and what story she might have, but she said two things that should come to mind. One is that she's looking at you as either a threat or a potential ally. And second, that you are not supposed to necessarily discuss it with anyone else that is with you. And for the rest of you, you do not know that Jorah necessarily saw this dream. So it's a new brand day. Everyone wakes up. The chef is singing and humming and gives you guys some nice mushroom à la tarte. And you guys get a lekker start to your day. And the water seems to be in your favor. What would you guys like to do as the session is going to come to an end in the next 10 minutes?
I would immediately like to get up and go and stretch my wee bunny legs and hop over to where I think Joran's room might be and see if he's awake.
And what are that mess?
A lot.
Can I go to the chef, please, and request
No one
omelette?
Oh, it's okay, I'm playing.
You want to go to the chef and ask him for an omelet, and you say, like after a few minutes, you notice that he's made something that looks something similar to an omelet, but you're not 100% sure what it will taste like.
Okay. Alright, I'll take it. I might as well try it.
So you put it in your mouth and you chew on it.
Yeah, I take a small bite just to taste it.
Yeah, sure. And as you go in for the bite and you chew it, its consistency is that not of eggs but of mushrooms.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, I guess. No, regrettably I take it and I continue to devour it because I'm still hungry.
Mm-hmm. Well, look, it fills you up. And though it might not have the best of tastes, you get the sense that it's at least something.
Yes.
Whereas the rest of the motley crew, they are eating this like it's like the best thing ever. It's like they've just been handed candy.
Okay, well that's me. I'm busy eating my
And
breakfast.
Yuk and his brother, Spiderbait, they like looking at this like, ugh, this is disgusting. Humans, they make me sick. It's like, I know what you're talking about. Which human? And you kind of like see them like talking again between the banter. You see Melissa, she kind of like pushes the ball away. Not really interested in it. And yeah, that's basically it. So the rest of you guys, what are you guys doing?
I have a quick question.
Yeah, so let's go with Lyra first. Lyra, what is it that you want to say?
Hold on, let me put the music softer again. In like the second session we had, I picked up a manual of bodily health.
Yes.
So it says that if I spend 48 hours over a period of 6 days or fewer studying the contents,
Yes.
it will increase my constitution by 2.
Yes.
Great, I'm doing that. I'm studying the contents of this book.
Aha, there we go. Okay, so it starts. All right, there we go. So manual. All right, so what you're going to do for me, all right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go with Raylith first. Raylith, you are the designated roller until I deem it necessary for somebody else to take up the mantle. What you can do is you can roll me a d20 plus 4. So just roll me a d20. 15, good lord. Okay, so 15 plus 4. Okay. So through the
Just
course of the
strong
day,
roll.
because there's not really much to do on the ship, Lyra, you get 19 hours added onto your book studies. But it is intense. It's difficult. You see that the book talks about technique, breathing techniques. It talks about strengthening your core. It shows how to manage particular ways of breathing through the nose and out through the mouth. And you notice that this book is quite intense on how to read it, because it's constantly back and forth with the chapter sections. And eventually you see that it's difficult to concentrate on it. But as you start reading it, the more you start getting accustomed to it itself. So 19 hours later, you've got a bit of information, but that also locks you out of anything that might happen on the ship for the day.
I'm happy
Okay.
with that.
So Lyra, you're on the edge. Where do you read this book, by the way?
Ooh.
Like, are you doing it on the deck, or do you do it below deck?
Can I do it on the deck?
Yeah, sure. Where on the deck do you want to do it?
Where did Lyra go?
She's right here. Isa.
I'm gonna sit right there, cross
cool.
leg, in a meditation pose while I'm reading.
Okay. And you notice that Graves comes and he sits quite close, not next to you, but he's sitting in an earshot distance from you, and he's basically just listening to you when you read out some of the stuff out loud. And you see him sort of like with a sharp knife, and he's just basically sharpening his arrows that he's got for his for the bow. With
We're
that,
indirectly spending time together.
in a way, yes. But yes, that is the case, and he's listening to you go over the stuff, and the occasional interesting you hear at one point. But apart from that, that's where you are. Okay, so who's doing what?
Archibald was like, weren't you knocking on my door?
Yes, Archibald. Yes.
Yes, I would like to go to the room of Joran Shade.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to say, "Good morning, Joran. How did you rest? I've been thinking all night about how we're going to get this bloody captain, and I've got some good ideas. So, what do you say? Shall we have some coffee and discuss it?"
Yeah, maybe just get the coffee first, because you're running at 110 RPMs. I did not have a great night, thank you very much. But yeah, shoot your what's your idea, sir?
Well, tell me about your awful night.
No,
what wrong?
I just think I'm not gelling with the boats,
Seasickness.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, I've heard of that before. It happens to the best of us.
I know.
Right,
But yeah,
so-
let's go grab that coffee, man.
Shall we rally the rest of the party?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. And I'd like to head off towards where the sort of general place is where Haxie is eating, and see if I can pop a chair up there by her. You know, maybe mind talk to Raylith and ask him if he doesn't want to join us.
For now, I'll join you guys a bit later. I've got things to
Okay.
do now.
I'll go
Okay,
down.
so Raylith, what are you doing?
Two things. While I'm trying to imbue, because I want to actually add some spells to my sword.
Yes.
How many can I add to the sword in one day?
You can add 4 levels of spells. So you can have 4 level 1, you can have 2 level 2s, you can have 1 3 and 1 1. You can have 1 4th level. That's basically what it does.
Okay, so basically, if I'm going to fill up 3 of them, then it's going to be 1 hold person, 2 lightning, and 1 dimension door.
No. So your spell levels tally. So for example, in that case, the dimension door you can have 1.
And then that's that. Then the blade's full.
then the blade's full. So it adds 4 spell levels, yeah. So for example, Magic Missiles is spell level 1. And Scorching Rays is spell level 2, and a Fireball is spell level 3. So you can have a Magic Missiles and a Fireball, for example. And then those two will tally up to 4 spell levels.
Okay, then I'll just add a Lightning Bolt and Thunderwave.
Okay, yeah, that could work.
And then what I'm doing majority of the rest of the time, I'm just observing the crew, looking for shift rotations, patrol routes, getting the layout of the ship.
So it's Lightning Bolt and Thunderwave?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, got it. Sorry, I'm just writing it down. Okay, cool. All right, and then the rest of the time that you're on the ship, what are you doing?
Observing the crew, checking what's the shift rotations, patrol routes, what they're walking through the ship, and getting a general ship layout of who's where, what's where.
Okay, sure. You notice that while you are busy, Ballista is constantly keeping tabs on you, she's like kind of following you. When you take a moment to rest on top of the boat, she kind of also just sits down, she opens her spell book, and you can see that she's starting to get a little bit of the potency that she had before, and you can see she's starting to recite the magic that's of a bit of a higher level as well.
Just close by the entire time.
She likes to stick close to you in the sense that she likes to observe, and she finds you to be almost an enigma, something that shouldn't exist. You know, you're a character that has got no training on a wizard scale. I mean, she looks at Archibald and she looks at Hexia, and she can see the similarities of what they need to do. When they're having long rests and short rests, they are within their books. Whereas with you, it's something that just comes innately, and it's something that is completely. She's struck by it, and the only reason why she draws in your direction rather than Anira is that she, in a nice way, feels that Anira doesn't really have control over her powers, whereas with you, it's resolute. You know what you want to do, you've got a mission, you've got a goal, and you're willing to go and get it. And she finds that this is fascinating because as a caster that has trained years in the Dry Academy, you are just able to will these spells into being, and it just takes form. And it's something that she just doesn't really grasp. It's something that she's been trying to figure out.
I see her observing me, and then I actually walk up to her and ask her, is there anything you would like to ask me, seeing as you're constantly watching me?
In a nice way.
Well, yes, please. There's a lot actually that I would love to ask. You know, like, how did you learn to cast magic? We never really had a time to talk. Up until now, and I'll be honest, I've been watching you for a couple of days since we ran from Valve and with the rest. How is it that you're able to cast magic?
Well, I basically go by feeling. As the more I delve into the magical realm, the more I feel more attuned to certain spells. Like certain spells just feel natural to me. It comes naturally, like it's like words and knowledge flowing into my head.
And she kind of like circles around you, just like kind of like, you know, observing you from your head to toe, and she actually, you know, at one point she actually says, do you by any chance know a spell that I haven't seen anyone cast it here, but it's a spell known as levitate. Do you know it?
I do.
And you see, she gets excited when she hears that you've got it. She says, "Would you be able to cast it now?"
Okay. What's the closest object to me? Well, basically, I cast it on her.
You cast it on her. Okay,
Yeah.
sure. So you cast it on her, and you see her starting to lift up. But when you cast it, you do a particular motion in the air, and this forms into your verbal somatic. You say levitate, and the somatic nature. You cast a rune in the air, and you notice that she starts to float, and you kind of like see her face light up, almost like in amazement, because afterwards she does exactly the same symbol, a little bit more refined, not as rugged, and she points to you, and it's almost as if by an innate power you are able to bring that power into being, but knowing the symbol. And she casts it on you, and the both of you are now basically floating just by this part of the ship itself. And you can see she's quite interested in how is it that you're able to know these signs, but you've never seen them before.
Yeah, well, even myself, I don't know, to be honest. Just happens. As life goes on, some things like information just pours in your head, a little bit of experimenting here and there.
Generational
It just
welfare.
must be.
So, I am curious. I might know somebody in Gracklestuk that might maybe be able to help you.
Well,
But
when we arrive there, we can take a visit, see what's happening.
yes, he was a wizard in Menzo Baranzaran as well.
Hopefully not a rabbit.
But his family was exiled. Something similar to like I am at the moment, but he was always laughed at as someone that could never really focus on his books. But he had a very similar nature to what you've got, and I wonder if he isn't of the similar nature as well.
When we arrive there, we can pay him a visit.
I will see if I can maybe get into contact. Well, if we get to Gracklestuk, let us spend a day or two, maybe around the city or so. But I'll put my feelers out to see if I can get Vivian de Ver involved. He's, as I said, he's the last one of his family, and he might have some information on your state, and might maybe be able to help out.
Well,
But yes,
I'll take any help I can get.
okay.
How much is progress?
And she like smiles, and as the two of you come back down to the ground after a few minutes, and she goes and she sits by these crates, and she basically just starts studying her book itself.
Okay, then I just resume what I was doing.
All right. And Hexy, what are you doing?
Well, yeah, I was just busy eating that lovely omelet.
Omelette, yes.
Yes, the omelet in disguise. And then, other than that, yeah, I guess I'm also kind of just more floating around, just observing, what everybody's doing, just kind of get like a look at a feel for what the boat looks like, where what is placed, all that jazz.
Okay.
Almost like getting some blueprint in my mind,
All right. So as you are going around the boat, did I check with everyone else about their boat, like what they were doing? Joran?
Oh, they slightly two things I want to do. Because I'm
Okay.
assuming we were just working through the day. I'm assuming at breakfast, are we as a squad having breakfast together or not?
That's up to you guys.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
I would like to say to people like at least like let's just huddle up. So I don't want to interfere with Lyra's studies, but
Put in the psychic link.
but I would like to at least
just call us over the link.
yeah, I
and
just
then
want to say
we'll,
like guys, let's just huddle up and then also during the day at some point when Lyra is up front, I do also just want to walk up towards her. and go sit next to her and then ask her a question.
Okay, all right. So I would say that through the course of the day, you make your way there. You see as you come towards Lyra and you're about to sit down, you see Graves kind of like look at you and it's like she's busy studying.
I tell Graves like good day and be friendly, but I don't really entertain his like I know she's busy studying. I can see I've got eyes kind of look at him, but I still say hi and be nice and just still walk and go sit next to her.
All right, so you go and sit next to her and you kind of just hear underneath his breath, oh, fine. It's like he just carries on there.
I just I say to Lara, hey Lara, I'm sorry to disturb your meditation and studies, but I require some assistance. Are you willing to help?
Cameron, tell me, can I pop off?
Yes, you can. Yeah. It's not a problem. That's the last part from your side. Yeah. I just wanna. Hexy will be the last point and Q. But Joran, yeah, continue quickly, and then we can call it.
What is it that you need assistance with?
I had a very terrible night, and I was just hoping if you can maybe just. I've seen you do it in fights before, and I don't know how it really works. But can you maybe just give me like a prayer of healing or something, or just some form, because I really don't feel that great.
What he's asking is he wants to lay in your lap for a little bit.
No, I'm asking you to heal me, please.
I've sat on Mama's lap.
No.
I'll make you feel better.
As Joran, I because I've seen you heal yourself and other people before. I'm coming towards the healer and asking if you could please maybe just give me some healing. I don't feel so great.
Sure, I can do that.
It would be much appreciated if you could do so. I will be out of your hair, and if anything you need, I'll try and make up for it.
How do I even do that?
You should be able to cast healing on me.
Yeah. No, you can use your hands of healing. But let's say for the sake of story based, what did you want to do for him? Like did you want to try and heal him? Did you want to help him?
Yeah, I'll try and help him. Can I kind of pick up more or less on what is going on with him? Because obviously he doesn't need healing.
Yeah, so you figure that this is something to do more with healing the soul rather than necessarily healing like a potion. And you get the impression that your hands of healing might maybe be able to help. It's worth a try at least. So you, for a moment, you tell him, listen, this might hurt. And you kind of get ready. And just as you're about to hit, you touch him with the flat of your hand on his back. And Joran, you kind of get this feeling of a warmth that goes through your body. And it doesn't necessarily help you settle your mind, but the feeling is nice.
I say thank you, Lara. I really appreciate it. And if there's anything you need, I'll let you know, and I'll just get up and just go back.
It's like Graves is like she doesn't need anything.
I do quickly approach Graves just to say quickly. I just want to tell you what, I appreciate whatever you've done for the Moticlu. I really appreciate it, and shoot for the stars, boy. And I just walk past because clearly I have stepped into his territory, and I humbly I'm so sorry, but that monk is gonna probably kill you one day anyway, so it's fine. I'll just walk past.
It's fucking territory to begin with.
I don't know. I don't want to be involved. I ask.
This woman comes in here, swoop him up, man.
You check. It's like Never mind. I'm not gonna say that. But
I
yes,
just
we'll say
walk
it.
towards
I'm not
Archibald
your property,
and
bitch.
I just wherever
No, I'm just-
Archibald is, I go there. That's where I go, just to talk to someone that, yeah, some intelligence
Nah,
maybe.
it's all good. No. So with that, Hexy, I will say that for the sake of ending the session, you walk around the ship a little bit, and towards the / morning, evening. At one point, you hear the Dwagar like, okay, turn sharp right, and you guys go around the one stalagmite, and you manage to get through a narrow point that comes out to a widened area again, and eventually it becomes quite misty, and you notice that there is hardly any sight around the ship for I would say good 30 feet. You can't really see anything, and you can see that the boat has slowed down something significantly just to make sure that you don't run into anything that just happens to pop up right in front of you. But what you do notice is actually, you know what? Let's do a perception check. Let's do the last roll for the evening. Exy, your rolls are brilliant. Roll me a perception check and let's see what
Yo.
you
Anything
let's see
higher
what you
than
get.
8. Please, anything higher than 8, because 8 is your fucking number,
That's
apparently.
very good.
No. Let's go.
Let me just get it in front of me real quick.
Perception check.
Oh,
Oh
God.
my god.
Yes. Okay. All right. So
You
with
said
that,
not
so
an
that's
8.
7. That's perfect. You see everything 30 feet in front of you. But as you guys as you are on the edge of the boat, you start to realize something with different colors. You notice green, and then you see blue, and then you see red. You see purple, and then you see blue, and then you see green, and then you see again red, and you have no idea what this might be, but it's curious as this thing is it seems to be coming closer, and there's not just one or two, but there's a few of them. And you notice that all of a sudden it goes green, and all of a sudden green, and there's about 20 of these things that start to go green, but you can't see what it is. And then the first one comes within that 30 feet mark, and you see this flat like creature, and it's got dangling tentacles, and it's got these two eyes that are looking at you, and as it looks at you, it goes and that's where we'll end the session.
Nice.
All right.
The fuck?